Okay, what we have here is this is a 2012 Jeep Patriot. Oh, no. Jeep Compass. Well, it's look the same. But a 2012 has a CVT transmission in it. And every time I run into a problem, I bring it so you can see what the issue is. This one doesn't move. It doesn't move forward. It doesn't move reverse. Now, let's look at what happened in here. Here's the pan. And you can see those links there. That means the belt broke. Right in the pan. And the pan is down. Okay? Now, there's something we're going to do. We're going to put this pan back up, put the fluid back in, and there was some codes set. The reason I want to check these codes is so we can see what type of codes this set when the belt breaks in this transmission, so we get an idea. Also, I want to look at some of the PIDs and see what do the PIDs say. What is that turbine speed sensor doing? Or let me see. And I think the output speed sensor. I think that's the output speed sensor. Yeah, turbine output. What the variators are doing. Are they even moving? If you put it in drive, are they moving? If you put it in reverse, are they moving? What's the secondary pressure? What else? The driven pulley, is it moving? The secondary pulley, is it moving? So therefore, when we have codes like this and we can look at these parameters, we can determine just by looking at the scanner whether or not we need to take the transmission out or not. It has a 100, where is it over there? 132,879 miles. Now you already know what the problem, you should anyway. The problem is the belt is broken. You see pieces of it in the pan. But what I want to do is to show you what happened here. Okay, I put in reverse, it doesn't move. No move, it's in reverse. Put in drive, no moving. Now, this vehicle set some codes. Got a check engine light on. Where is that check engine? There it is. Right over there. And what I'm going to do is show you the codes so that when the light comes on, you can match the codes with the probable causes. Well, this cause is the belt broke, but the belt breaking seemed to have caused the computer to set the codes that are set in here. So we're going to see what those codes are. Here we see that it has a pending code, a P0717, input shaft speed sensor 1 circuit, no signal. Okay, input shaft speed sensor circuit has no signal. Also a P0722, which is stored output shaft speed sensor circuit, no signal. Okay, these are the two codes that I see. All right, now I'm going to go to the live data. The reason I'm going to the live data is sometimes you can look at the live data and it can give you an idea of what is going on so that you don't have to go into the transmission right away. So this is an ideal situation to look at live data to see what it may show you when something is actually wrong. So let's see. I want to go to the primary pulley. Okay, let's see what we can see. Right now I'm in park and the current push pulley ratio is PO722.34. The primary pulley speed, it says 4,000 RPM. I'm in drive. Now I just pressed on the gas. Let me raise the motor. Now it says the secondary pulley speed has gone up. I don't have any understanding why the secondary pulley speed was even moving, because the belt is broken. The primary is moving, but the secondary is not moving. Maybe it was just stuck at that RPM or not. Okay, so the primary pulley is 448 RPMs. Secondary pulley is not moving. Of course it won't move. I'm in park. So let me go to drive. Now I'm in drive. The primary pulley is still moving. Current step motor armature position is stuck at 11.0. Now I'm in drive right now. Primary pulley or secondary pulling is not moving. Let me go a page up. So secondary pulley will not move. Secondary pulley oil pressure. Okay. Engine speed 700 RPMs. Seems like the engine speed RPMs match the driven or primary pulley RPMs. Of course, the vehicle speed is nothing, and I'm still in drive. I'm still set to drive here. Where is it? Okay, that's still drive. Alright, scan up again, pressed on the brake switch is on, because I'm on the brake, it's off. Okay, so go back up. Go back to the primary. So you got the primary and the secondary. And we see once again the secondary pulley speed is stuck at 2240 RPMs. The primary pulley speed is pretty much mimicking the RPMs of the vehicle. If I raise it, but the secondary is not moving. So now, how can we use this to determine what's going on in the transmission? Well, I guess if the secondary pulley is not moving, then it will show that there's a problem with the belt or something internal that is not allowing it to move. If it was a speed sensor problem, then it probably will still move, but the speed sensor would not send a signal. So let's look at it that way. If it was a speed sensor signal, if it actually was a speed sensor problem, the vehicle would probably move, but there wouldn't send a signal. But since a signal is not being sent and the vehicle is not moving, then it must mean that something is broken internally inside the transmission, which it was. The belt was broken. So I'm just using this time to try to see how you could have diagnosed this without even taking the transmission pan down. Now there might be some other ways for people to figure things out without actually physically taking things apart. But now you can note that if you get this code, the codes that you saw, what were the codes on there? Let's go back to what the codes are. Okay, so you know if you get this code P0717 where it says input shaft speed sensor no signal, or P0722 output shaft speed sensor circuit no signal, then you know a probable cause is that the pulley or the belt is broken on the inside of this CVT transmission. Now the engineers call it circuit though, output shaft speed sensor circuit. That would throw you off and make you think that you have an electrical problem, wouldn't it? That's what I thought. That's what some other shops thought, that it had an electrical problem that was causing it not to move, because the engineers had it that way. They designed it that way to say output shaft speed sensor circuit. Now what could they have said differently? Like maybe gear ratio problem, but it's not in gear, it's not moving. I don't know what they would have called it that would have made more sense rather than circuit. But here you have it. Broken belt causes P0717, P0722. Okay, here's the parts, the broken belt, the link that's inside that was in that 2012 Jeep Compass transmission. I have the transmission apart here. Now the reason I'm showing you this is when people come across a code inside the vehicle, you need to know what could be a probable cause. And you know what the codes were because I showed you what the codes were. So therefore, when you do get a code like a speed sensor code or pressure control solenoid code or step motor code, something that will be on that vehicle, you can look at this, what I'm showing you here, and say, okay, this could be a probable cause. He showed that we had a code for a speed sensor, but the problem was that the belt was broken. Okay, so every time again that I come across issues that's in a CVT so that people can get an understanding of what they may have to do, I try to post it on YouTube and post a video so that people can get an idea of what they have to do to try to fix it. Okay, so here you go. Broken belt.